Welcome back. With Christmas and the cruise and everything else that's been going on, kids have been here and my grandkids, so we really haven't had time to do a lot. I haven't had time to do a lot here in the shop. And so I thought, because I'm not going to have time to get a project done and out for my usual post this week, but I thought I would take a little bit and do kind of a year in review here for 2019 in the Messy Studio. A lot of things have been done. I've made some fairly decent progress here in the shop. A lot of shop improvements that have been made this year. I got my dust collection system plumbed, and that's been working fantastic. I built my new workbench finally, and that's been working really well. I got a cabinet hung over by the drill press with all the drills and stuff. Most of my drill bits are over there. I got my mini split installed, and it's been working really nice, especially since I rebuilt the doors and got them insulated. Both the front doors and the back door are done now. I built and hung my air filter box. It's been working relatively well, but the motor's a little bit lightweight and it has a tendency to overheat with the double filters in it. So I may reduce that because I'm running high efficiency filters. So I may just reduce that to one filter. I may reduce that to one filter instead of two to kind of save the life of the motor. But the motor's got a thermocoupler in it so that when it overheats it shuts off, and when it cools down I can turn it back on later. But I've got a replacement in the works for that. A heavy duty system that's not going to be hung. It will be on a small roller dolly, and it's got a high output blower, and I'll leave it on the floor and it'll be on wheels so I can roll it around. Along the way of this, I'll be putting up pictures of the things that I've turned and things that have happened or that we've done in the shop this year. I had some successes in the shop here in 2019, and I had some failures. I mean, you know, that's always the way it goes, and I show both. I don't have a problem showing you where I screw something up, and because maybe you can learn from it to not do what I did. Some things go well, some things don't. That's just life. So what's in store for 2020? Hopefully a lot more turnings, and I've got to take some time and get this thing organized and make it a little less messy studio. That's difficult for me because I don't take the time very often to stop and clean a lot of stuff up. I try to put my tools back when I'm done with a project, but inevitably, you know, I'm too busy. But I do need to finish doing some organizing. I've got a big rolling cart with shelves on it here in the middle that needs to go somewhere else, and I don't know where that somewhere else is yet. I need to organize that back room back there and move my photo station in there for my light box that I take my stills in. I'm going to move it to that back room. Right now it's sitting on my welding table, and I need to fold that up and get it out of the way. I do need to resurface my old workbench, and I'll be doing that. That won't take long. It'll be more of a build table or a assembly table than a workbench. It never was really a workbench anyway. So there's still plenty for me to do. Some of you might remember this. This was a collaboration project that I worked on with Jen's Woodworking and Things, and she had been having problems with it. There were a lot of air bubbles and whatnot in it, and so I finished turning it for But when I got it done, I was going to send it back to her, and I got to looking at it, and I just wasn't really happy with it. I tried to work out and refill most of the pockets with the air bubbles, and I noticed that I had missed quite a few. So I'm going back through this thing, and I'm cutting out all of the pockets that I can see, and refilling them with colored resin. When I finished it, the bottom was a little bit too thin. You can see I've already started refilling. When I finished it, the bottom was a little bit too thin. I mean, like really thin. 3/32 of an inch. So, and it's dished quite a bit. So I've got a plan for that. Once I mount this in my cold jaws, I'm going to smooth this back out, and then I'm just going to lay clear resin, the liquid diamonds in here, and then I'll remount it and clean the bubbles out in the inside and get it done. So this will be the next project coming down the pipe. Another one coming soon is going to be this black locust. I've decided I'm going to turn it into a bowl this way. It'll be a cross grain turning. I'm probably going to make this the top and this the bottom. Yeah, it's got some cracks and checks in it. I'm not worried about those. I don't see any ring shake. I just see some cracking and checking. But this will make it'll be odd shaped, but I think that's okay too. So I'm going to tackle this pretty quick and see if I can come up with a nice finished project, or who knows, it may blow up. So I appreciate you all watching and staying with me. I'm really happy in my new shop. I say new, I've been in it a year and a half now. And but I've made a lot of improvements this year that I'm really happy about. I'm having fun, man. I'm having fun. And that's what it's all about. I'm not a production turner. I've done that before. I don't want to do it anymore. I did production runs on pens years ago, and I don't like getting into that routine thing, you know. It's boring to me. And it feels like work. I don't want it to feel like work. I'm retired. So I'm just going to keep having fun. Keep building things that I need to build here in the shop, or things that she wants. And, you know, keep having fun. That's what it's all about. Enough of this silly rambling. Another milestone was hit in the Messy Studio this year. I hit 1,000 subscribers. So thank you all so very much for that. I really appreciate it. As always, if you want to support the Messy Studio in any way, my website you can go to and order t-shirts or coffee mugs or some of the things that I've turned. I'll be putting more and more stuff up there. If there's something that you want me to make that you don't see on the website, shoot me a message. Either email me here, and we'll talk about the particulars. You can also use my Amazon affiliate link. It's in the description below. Anything you order when you go to Amazon using that link, anything you order, I get a few cents for. It doesn't cost you anymore. They just give me a little kickback. And I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching and sticking with me. Y'all all seriously have a very safe and a very prosperous new year in 2020. We'll see if we can do the same thing in here. Thanks for watching. Y'all be safe and turn on. God bless. Y'all come back.